Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Fraser-Pryce among finalists for World Athletics Female Athlete of the Year award. Jamaica's Sherlyn Fraser-Pryce has been named among the top 5 finalists for the World Athletics Female Athlete of the Year awards, the sport governing body announced on Monday. This comes on the heels of Fraser-Pryce's record-breaking season, in which she claimed her 5th World 100-meter title and her 5th Diamond League trophy. The 10-time world champion ran a world-leading 10.62 seconds and a historic 7 sub 10.7 races in the event this season, the most by any woman in the history of athletics. Meanwhile, her compatriot Shericka Jackson did not make the list of finalists. The World Athletics Council voted accounted for 50% of the result, while the World Athletics family votes and the public votes each counted for 25% of the final result. Chaotic scenes as commuters left stranded amid bus taxi strike. There are chaotic scenes across the corporate area on Monday morning, as commuters have been left stranded due to the withdrawal of service by public passenger transport operators. This is in protest of what they say is a long-ignored request to have a traffic ticket amnesty for the public transport sector, President of the Transport Operations Development Sustainable Services, Hector Newman, reported. In a release on Sunday, Newman warned of a massive withdrawal of service if the government did not grant the amnesty by 3 p.m. He added, however, that the town's executive received a response from the Transport Minister that the matter of the ticket amnesty will go to Cabinet for approval on Monday. He urged the nation's traveling public to bear with us, as any decision taken will be in their best interests, and we urge the government to make good sense prevail and give us the opportunity and time to make good on our traffic ticket payment, Newman stated. Considerations been given to extend time frame within which motorists should pay outstanding tickets. Consideration is being given to extending the time frame within which motorists with outstanding traffic tickets should pay the fine. This after some motorists raised concern about the December 1 deadline, saying the time is too short. Ticket holders are being encouraged to pay up fines before the new Road Traffic Act and accompanying regulations take effect next year, as they would then face stiffer penalties for traffic breaches. Director of the Island Traffic Authority, Kenneth Hart, said the concerns have been noted and the matter is being reviewed. He is appealing to motorists to avoid getting any more tickets.
We will ask members of the public to at least work feverishly to try at least pay their outstanding tickets. But because of the feedback and in response to the members of the public and who have promised, many have promised that they will ensure that they will adhere to proper road etiquette, proper road rules, and try not to get any more outstanding traffic tickets. We will ensure, or we will definitely agree with the need for more time for members of the public, and therefore the December 1 outstanding date highlighted earlier, we will have a review and come with a new date. But we just want to encourage persons to not to use the month of November and December to create mayhem on the traffic environment. And we'll appeal to all road users, please drive for the family and do not drive in such a way that will cause you to get traffic tickets. Let us make a strong decision as road users to behave ourselves on the road network so that no traffic ticket is issued to anyone. Therefore, we agree that the December 1 date could be a bit too sudden and too quick, and therefore there will be adjustments. But notwithstanding that, we want persons to adhere to road rules and regulations.
Minister Williams says social media has amplified gang violence in schools. Education Minister Favor Williams says social media has amplified the issue of gang violence in the nation's schools. Speaking on Sunday at the launch of the Anti-Gang Week, which is being observed from November 13 to 19 under the theme Lego the Gang, Lift Up Jamaica, Mrs. Williams acknowledged that the problem of gangs has been a long-standing one. She noted, however, that social media has captured and circulated flare-ups, bringing more attention to the issue. Mrs. Williams says it is regrettably that there is a need for an entire week of activities to address gangs in schools. Mrs. Williams said data showed that up to 70% of gang members in the country are between 12 and 30 years old. She added that the targeted effort must be undertaken to prevent children from joining gangs.
But that is the reality of our times. Gangs and youth violence have been a serious problem in some of our schools across Jamaica for several years. This fact has been thrown into sharper focus in recent times with the phenomena of social media capturing and circulating every flare-up and every fight. We must also acknowledge that the vast majority of young people are not involved in violence or gangs and want nothing to do with it. However, the small number of young people who are involved have a disproportionately large impact on the perception of their schools and the communities around them, and it is clear that gang membership increases the risk of serious violence to other students, teachers, and the wider public. It is imperative that a collective approach be taken to reach the younger members of our population to encourage them away from criminal activities. Fortunately, Jamaica has not seen many incidents of firearms being brought into the school campuses, but we also know that the threats posed by the use and presence of small arms in school is real, and we must work collectively to minimize this developing into tragic actions.
Who are we to judge? Judge Wright deserves a hearing, says Tufton. Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Christopher Tufton says Member of Parliament for Westmoreland Central George Wright deserves a hearing, and he hinted possible forgiveness over the allegations of domestic violence that started the PMP after the release of a video last year. Tufton made the suggestion while addressing labour rights at the Jamaica Labour Party GLP conference at Manning School in Westmoreland on Sunday. Back in 2020, the People's Choice was George Wright. I believe George Wright deserves a hearing, Tufton appealed. Tufton said that while he does not condone the allegations against Wright, he strongly believes a hearing is necessary. We have what is an alleged unfortunate incident, which based on those allegations, we must never condone, never support, and must discourage, Tufton reasoned. However, he noted that if Wright has made peace with his God, then no judgment should be cast. If George Wright has made peace with his God, and those he has transgressed against, who are we to judge? The minister questioned. Tufton then went on to remind the JLP supporters that they live in a predominantly Christian society who believes in forgiveness. They live in a predominantly Christian community, and the basic tenet of Christianity is about forgiveness, is about tolerance, is about love, is about empathy, he explained. Tufton said he had an encounter with Wright's son prior to the meeting, and that instantly had him thinking about the alleged situation. Wright was at the center of controversy after a video circulated on social media of a man hitting a woman with a stool during a fight. It was alleged that Wright was the man in the video and that the woman was businesswoman Tanisha Singh. Wright and Singh were then said to have reported the incident at separate police stations in western Jamaica. However, after launching an investigation into the incident, the police ended the probe due to a lack of cooperation from both parties, as well as potential witnesses in the area where the incident allegedly occurred. Wright was later dismissed from the JLP. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification